The room buzzed with laughter and the clink of glasses, the warm glow of chandeliers reflecting off polished surfaces. I lingered near the buffet, glass of wine in hand, trying to stay unobtrusive. Parties had never been my element, but tonight I was here because she wanted me to be. My wife's enthusiasm was contagious, urging me to mingle, meet new faces, and relax a little. I complied, playing the supportive husband, the patient observer. Then it happened. A casual laugh, a passing glance, and her words cut through the hum of the room. I think we should try an open marriage. For a moment, the space around me seemed constrict, the music fading into silence inside my own head. I scanned the reactions around us, polite smiles, wide-eyed shock, but none of it mattered. What counted was a quiet clarity settling in me, the understanding that this moment, like all moments, required a measured response. My mind ran through countless scenarios, yet my voice remained steady. I offered a slight nod, acknowledging her honesty without flinching. She expected an outburst, a protest, an emotional display. None came. I let her words hang in the air like smoke. Then, as if fate had chosen to complicate the delicate balance, I noticed in my friend across the room. He laughed, genuinely, at something I hadn't heard, leaning in with eyes bright and engaged. A subtle pang struck me, undeniable yet quiet. Confidence, normally second nature, wavered for a brief moment as I recognized an unspoken truth. This wasn't merely about marriage. It was a reflection of curiosity, desire, and opportunity. I drew a slow breath, grounding myself in the present. His laughter carried again, effortless and magnetic, highlighting the delicate tension of the moment. I felt the weight of her words pressing in, stretching beyond the room, beyond the party, beyond the life I had built with care. She leaned closer, perhaps sensing my shift, or perhaps lost in her own excitement over the concept she had introduced. My instinct urged me to react, to assert control, to dominate the narrative, but I did nothing. I simply observed, letting silence convey everything my words did not, allowing the subtle pullback of my usual energy to send the intended message. This moment was mine, not hers to command. Time passed, minutes or seconds, blurred in the intensity of social pressure. I watched her glance at him, catching the slight spark of intrigue on her face. She likely thought seeing his interest would fracture my composure. She didn't understand that calm isn't the absence of emotion. It is mastery over it. I remained quiet, measured, letting her curiosity and doubt do the work she expected me to perform. Finally, I spoke, not in anger, not in demand, not in pleading, but with quiet precision. If this is what you want, I need to know the truth. No games, no assumptions. I'm not here to compete. I'm here to understand my own limits. The words landed without drama, subtle yet heavy enough to command attention. Her eyes widened, caught off guard by the calm clarity in my tone. She had anticipated confrontation, perhaps anger, perhaps frantic explanations. Instead, she found stillness. The ambient noise returned, the music, the chatter, but the space between us remained sharp and defined, a quiet line drawn in resolve. She faltered. The confidence she carried into her declaration wavered for the first time. He, my friend, remained oblivious to the subtle shift in dynamics. His genuine laughter, the interest she had sparked, now felt muted under the gravity of honesty I held without display. I didn't need to assert dominance. The situation corrected itself through deliberate calm and measured observation. She realized, perhaps too late, that her experiment had revealed more about her own desires than about mine. I turned my gaze across the room, taking in faces, drinks, and laughter, but nothing distracted me from the clarity I had found. Life doesn't require dramatic declarations or grand performances. It demands awareness, boundaries, and the courage to maintain them without flinching. When the conversation drifted, I let it drift. I excused myself briefly, not to escape, but to reclaim a space that belongs solely to me. Confidence is not flaunted. It is preserved, protected, and revealed only when necessary. In that quiet reclamation, I understood the truth. The strength of a man, the steadiness of presence, is never measured by reaction to fleeting tests, but by unwavering commitment to self-clarity and dignity. Returning, I smiled faintly, composed and undisturbed. The evening had shifted, not through chaos, not through confrontation, but through the quiet mastery of a presence she had not anticipated challenging.